Welcome to Today I Choose. And as we've been spending energy over these last few episodes of Today I Choose around the quantum actions that it takes to create PTSD and the brilliance that it takes to create those quantum actions, right? So you're not ill, you're not broken, right? You are brilliant. And you've been operating very unconsciously, and that can change very quickly today. Now, we have this little kid who rose out of his body, created a cyst or a time loop on his timeline, and he's hopped over a few frames, which all feels like it should be well and good. Now, one of the big consequences of that there are molecules of the astral body trapped there. There are water molecules of the physical body trapped there, right? So, in essence, it would be like cutting your arm off and leaving it over there and going on to live. Is that possible? Yes. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Would you be wondering what if you had your arm back? Probably so. Right? So, and there were some studies around the astral body having molecules and having weight, carrying weight. And they struggled. There was always an inconsistency around the number in the weight. They call it the 21-gram experience or experiment. And what if these fragments or these fractures are the reason that they were unable to find a consistent number? I believe that to be true, right? So as I was working with people and honing and developing this process, I began to realize that just thinking these fragments back into the whole was not working, right? I don't know how many times I had soul fragments brought home. I don't know how many times I myself worked with others only to see the structure rebuilt, right? Why was that? I became fascinated around that. And I started realizing that if that astral body actually has weight, then it has to have molecules. And if it has molecules and you fractured a piece off, just like your arm or your hand, and laid it over here, those are your molecules, no matter if they're separate or together, right? And I think anything that belongs to a whole that is separate longs to be together. And there's a magnetic pull for that to become true, right? Hence our flashbacks, right? That call to remember. Remember I am here. Remember I am trapped here. Remember that I am a part of you. And I have been trapped here living Groundhog Day over and over again for 50 years, right? So when we talk integration, it's not an idea. What showed up for me one time after having this thought and what is that action? And at that pinnacle moment when the molecules needed to merge, this woman got up and started spinning. And I was like, brilliant, brilliant. And she's spinning and she's like, I just can't stop. And she was physically spinning, right? She was like, I just can't stop. And what I realized was that it was an active blend of those molecules, an active, true blend, like a vortex, like putting the pieces in a blender and creating oneness out of both, right? That is what showed up in quantum. So as we go back and we dismantle this loop, we rewrite time, we create balance between the adult story and the child story so that they can merge into oneness, right? So there's no inner conflict around the words. And we have a vortex that shows up. And the more we use it, the stronger it is and the more amazing it is, where the two step in and start spinning. And those astral molecules merge. And the trapped version, those trapped molecules come home where they belong, right? And instantly, as that vortex stops, right, the grown-up version, the most recent version of you is the only one left. Very often, people will be like, oh, I feel fuller, or oh, things look brighter. My arms feel longer. I feel taller, right? This is that young program, that young version of you looking out of the eyes of a grown-up, right? And we have to nurture that and pay attention, right? This is you. It's all you. It's all you coming back into oneness. It's all you, right? Showing up in one space, in one time, in totality, being you full out, right? And we need you. So your vessel cannot contain the power you're meant to have on this planet if you're scattered through time. So let's fix that. All right? And let's figure out what you're capable of. So let's hop on that 30-minute freedom call. You can hop on my website at cheriedoyen.com. Take you right to my calendar, book that 30-minute freedom call, and let's have a conversation. And I'll meet you back here for Today I Choose.